No?
No. It looks like no.
Looks like yes, looks like no, and we are fine with that because we'll be more magic and I
I
love
hope
it.
so. I hope so.
Mm,
Mm.
I totally love it. I always love challenge, and that is very interesting, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
Angela,
Mm-hmm.
with us, like you know that I always check replay and watch
Mm-hmm.
because I really enjoy.
Look,
And
I like
sometimes,
to check. I've since because of you, I like to check at least once.
yeah.
Uh, I do one because it's something that I find confronting. To listen to my voice, I
Mm-hmm.
never used to like it, and said, well, if you don't like it, if I think to myself, if I don't like it, then why does anyone else want to listen? So I need to be, appreciative of who I am. So
Oh
I've
my God. Yes, indeed, Angela. Like he immediately accept that and totally release told you and say goodbye,
yeah,
old Angela.
bye, old man.
You don't exist. Yeah, yeah, you don't exist anymore. So
I
that
owe a lot to you, to my how can my something progression, the way I see things, my perspective progression, the way I see things. I think I owe to you in some ways changes,
mm-hmm.
because you've been able to highlight some of the things that I wasn't able to see. Um, so it's a whole idea, the whole idea is of that what I just spoke to, and then understanding the reasoning behind if there's something I don't quite like about someone, it could be just self-reflective. Like I think about it. Is it them or is it something that the characteristic of something they're displaying that is it that I don't like about myself?
Because we attract like that energy.
And I never thought of it. It's something you've made me aware now. So every time something happens, I'll go, is it always, I'll question myself. Is it me? Is it truly them or is it me?
Well, you change yourself like immediately of your reaction. If something like made you mad, you change that in a like a kindness,
Mm.
you know. But so because of that, like we said from beginning in the first part of Brilliant Minds, I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned how thoughts, how they are powerful, because you see, you with your thoughts, you questioning yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, that you have your own like a reaction, you know, that you'll release because you like keep inside and inside you, and you don't like share because like
Mm.
some your unreasonable like a fear that you build that from your childhood, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like how
Yeah.
you like growing and like something is your like the deepest trigger, you know.
Yeah.
That yeah.
It's that whole idea of triggers, but not in the sense of, the whole idea of triggers in the sense of what is it that that other person's displaying that brings up emotions or a memory that you're not really, you haven't come to terms with yourself.
Um, what do you mean? Like a say
Like,
again.
you know, you know, is it really a trigger, or is it something? Is there something about that person that what the way that they react? Is it something you
Okay.
haven't dealt with?
So when we start to vibe in that way, then we stop to attract like that, let's say, people, energies, and everything. So when we say no to something and not like dealing anymore with that, so we like basically releasing ourselves from something that we don't want or don't like, and that everything was something through our childhood that we had and that we don't like, and then that is like a constantly like a follow us, instead that we change. And how we change with our like no, or like yes, or I know exactly what I want. Because Angela, like you said, you should appreciate yourself very much, on a very kind and decent way. And the same when I send you poems for today, and you said, oh, I didn't realize. And
I know,
yeah,
because you always send me 6 poems that you've chosen, and there's a theme running through them.
yeah,
And I was made a joke about how, hang on, there's one there.
yeah,
That is 6.
yes.
Yeah. So thank you. So the first one I'm going to read. Did you want me to go ahead and start doing that now?
Yep. Yeah, it's a perfect moment that
Perfect segue
we start.
to the next story. Actually, it's me. It's a poem of mine that was chosen, and it was actually one I wrote really quickly. I liked it straight away, and I just submitted it. Like I think I wrote it in like 3 minutes, and I went, no, not going to change it. That's it. I like it as it is, and it's again because it's different to what I generally write, and I love, and it was inspired by an artist who I absolutely love. And in my young days, when I had a little bit of a mustache, a lot of people, and the one eyebrow, a lot of people used to compare me to her because I used to tie my hair up in plaits. I used to have really long hair, lots of braids, and people go, "You remind me of Frida Kahlo." And so, and I looked her up, and I love her. She inspired me to write this piece. It's for a prompt. I think it was on Origin of Thought, and it's called Carlo Constituent.
Well, let's hear.
And the prompt was "The truth is," and so I started off with that prompt. The truth is, it all began with a lie. A lie began in ill truth. A truth that Frida painted upon a distorted view. How likely will I ever see clearly when the alfresco is set in surrealism, when the blind continues to lead the blind, when reality is slanted like mysticism? I cannot categorically confirm that my existence is authentic, that even though I was birthed prematurely, did I truly survive? Or am I a living embodiment of a shattered dream? Did you want me to go into what it was all about?
Yes, yes.
There is actually a little bit. It's a reflection of me.
I figure out, so I want to hear, and that was perfect timing for that we start with you. So please say.
Look, as you can tell, a lot of people don't know that I'm not a really confident person, even though I'm so, but I've always had, now I'm more confident than I used to be. And that's the whole idea of it, is that when I said the truth is, it all began with like, look, I know there was a mention of premature birth. I was 1 month premature. And, you know, I often, the, I often see people, you know, I've always said to you, I see people I see the best in people from the get-go. But, you know, as of age, have started to become a little since, what's the word? There's a bit of cynicism with people, even though I want to truly start off that, you know, that everyone's good and all that kind of stuff. I know they're not. So am I being truthful to myself when I say things like that? Like, even though that's how I was, and I hope to continue, I'm not necessarily that person either. That was just all what it is, basically. Sometimes I lie to myself that I surely am not the person I think I am.
Because more you dig into yourself and your brain, you realize more and more stuff, right?
Yes, correct.
And
Yep.
then like basically where you belong. And if you belong, you're okay with that. But you know, always have
Yeah.
but you know, when you think about life and
Mhm.
yourself, like a personality, what is your first thoughts about your
About
life?
me?
Yes.
About who I am? What's my first thought? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, like a
that I honestly want to believe that the good in everyone. But I find that even that's very hard for me now. Like, that's what I really want. I want to believe the best in everyone, and that people are good. But that's something that's a truth of mine that slowly is becoming a lie, because even though I want to do that, and that's how I've always been, that that's actually, it's getting harder to do that because people proving me wrong all the time.
But that is just because like you let your thoughts that they lead you in that direction. If you
Yeah.
change and you say I believe, then you going to attract energy and people that they are very honest and like really truly, you see. And like you see, with me you start to believe in that
Yeah.
because more you allowed yourself that you'll think in that way and not to focus with your thoughts on a negativity, like, hey, you know, because that is very important that we train our thoughts and that we control our thoughts, how they going to work. And that is a much how to explain, it is slow process, but it's for a long term,
Yeah.
and that is the most important.
Hello, Nathan.
Shallow.
What are you doing up at this time of the morning? You should be sleeping.
Uh-huh. So what is time there?
It's 10 minutes to 2 in the morning.
Oh my, yeah, you're totally like in a future. Yeah. Yeah, Angela.
I will be soon. I will be soon. So it's all right.
Yeah, but
I'm so
listen.
hardwired, but yeah.
Yeah, but listen this.
What?
I lately all the time have a vibe that in a close future, You and I, we are going to be,
What?
I don't know, like but definitely like a character of Angela and Sky and Brilliant Minds. Definitely will be. I will. Scorpion, her dreams are keeping me up. Ah, yeah. Right, right, right. Yeah, plus Mars in a Capricorn, that is a sex style. Definitely Scorpion hot dreams. Well,
Oh dear.
Angela, who is a next poet?
Well, she was here a moment ago. She's still here. There she is,
But you know what?
Caroline. Caroline, you're
Listen,
next.
listen, Angela, before you proceed, I want to say something. You see,
Okay.
I believe that it's very worth it to be yourself and to, you see, through how you said
To see
you're
the
not
best in people.
confident. Yes.
From the get go. I just hope, like, I hope this is why I like to see the best in people straight off and not see the worst in them. Because I hope by doing that, it projects back to the other person saying that,
Mm-hmm.
they could be better people
Mm-hmm. Right.
before they do something. Anyway, but I like the theme. You've got this, it's about, I think that's what the theme is, about yourself. Because the next piece that you've curated from Caroline Creative Corner, I've got pictures of you, someone I used to know.
Uh-huh. Let's hear that. Angela.
I thought your love would be a constant thing. You used to adore me so, saddled to my blue jean, bell-bottomed hip, not so long ago. Nothing could have prepared me this year for the past. Let me start all over again. I messed up there.
Hey, you know what? I kind of want to like I was on the edge that I
You're on the
say, you
edge.
know
Maybe,
what?
maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Maybe,
Like
maybe
I
not.
I was like, let me try if I can catch or. But anyway, if even if it's the end, I'm going to interrupt her and we will start from beginning. But good thing that you did. Instead, you know.
I picked up the vibe, Sky. I picked up the
Yes,
vibe.
yes,
So this is
yes.
yours, Caroline Creative Corner. This is Caroline. I've got pictures of you, someone I used to know. Now I've got that soggy in my head. I thought your love would be a constant thing. You used to adore me so, saddled to my blue jean, bell-bottom hip, not so long ago. Nothing could have prepared me. It's yearning for the past, though once brimming with lively admiration-filled companionship. That bridge of now dead logs was burned. Not so long ago, I will not let myself waste away from the loss of your affection, a kind of starvation and illness marked with a metallic taste. Could a dog smell the schism that brought this sad disease to me? I search for that connection in boxes of old photos, smiles upon smiles taken not so long ago, slices of what I thought were forever have been captured in Kodak Instamatic's blurry images of the 70s. No one could have predicted this separation not so long ago. I fill an album with your photos to send. Perhaps you will find fond moments and recall the sweetness we had not so long ago. Days made clear, years kept dear through solace of my keenly aching pen. Oh, first of all, like it's real hard. Like this is not. This is actually very different. Like there's it has a Caroline style of writing, but there's a like there's a I don't know, like generally she would have something like a bit of a hope in her pieces, and this is not. There, there is a silver, like the silver lining is, the fond memories and all that, but there's a sadness. It's like writing it, like there's a heartbreak in stranger. Oh,
I saw the title.
mm,
I've got the pictures of you, someone I used to know. I was like, oh my god, we definitely need to read this on Brilliant Minds,
mm,
because like it's a good thing that we see a point of view, when and so and listen, how start a poem. I thought your love would be a constant thing. You used to adore me so. Like our thoughts. Again, we are back on beginning of our chit chat on the first part of Brilliant
yeah,
Minds. Like, and then how we like stay in that
mm, mm,
moments, and we like think, oh, instead that we don't even bother ourselves about that. You see
mm,
how my point of view. Um, you know, when you are a dreamer, when you are like romantic on a many ways, and then exactly you like feel heartbreaking for something, because you really indeed like think that you think that will be forever, forever.
mm,
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just experience, and it's like a beautiful thing to be shared,
mm,
you know like all that like a sadness, all that like a point of view, that a moment when we felt like that, like a thought of like forever it's going to be,
mm,
because someone survive, and like have many people that they face with like that stuff in a life, where you have your dreams and then you
yeah,
just switch on something totally different that you even didn't expect, because something made direction for you.
mm,
So like that I see.
yeah.
Welcome, Steve.
It could be just, and it could be just a little bit of an intermission. Do you know what I mean? Like this might not be a permanent thing. So, hello, Steve, darling. You're
Ah,
welcome, Caroline. You know, like people, coming in and out of your life. Some leave and never come back. And you just think, I don't know. I think to myself, um, what was I supposed to learn from that person, or
mm,
the interactions I had with that person if I don't see them again? Some people just, have the best time with people and they just go, and that's it, you know. Um, and it's just, Carolyn talking about the estrangement, and tonight when I was with a few clients, a lot of the discussion was the estrangement, estrangement. Oh God, I can't even say that. Oh my God, my mouth. The estrangement of
Yeah.
people, family members. It was weird.
Right.
How that conversation. It's like there's a theme there. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. She'll be back.
Who?
Oh, her husband is controlling the whole situation. Things like that
Which
don't last for too. And when she'll be back, then it's not in her intention. And maybe her intention of the estrangement is because she doesn't want you to get hurt. Thinks she's keeping you safe. Unfortunately. Oh dear.
who, Angela? You now confuse me. Caroline?
What were you gonna say?
Like a Caroline? You talk about
No,
Carol?
so Caroline is talking about this. That poem that I read was about the estrangement that she has with her daughter at the moment.
Right. Uh-huh.
And it's controlled by her husband.
Right.
And tonight, when I was massaging people, when I was working, the conversations I had with those clients was all around estrangement, with family members, and it's just weird that I'm now reading a poem
Oh, that is
around
that is a just So that is actually like just cleaning.
Mm, yeah.
Process.
Mm.
I always like made Angela that she like a thing. Like wow. I know. She will escape that hell, Caroline. She will find that moment, and you will be with her. Everything will be good. Everything will be good.
Yeah, it'll work as
It's
well.
going.
I
It's
think I
going.
definitely think that it will work its way out. Things, yeah,
Like the
lucky.
most important thing is
She's safe.
how we can cure ourselves. Well, that we talk about our emotion.
Mm.
However hard is, because we all have our own. See, Caroline can write about
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
So and
yeah,
like
definitely.
change direction through emotions to like a clean
Mhm.
energy, and then get oh my god, are you put like a mic that he is the next
No,
one, or
no,
like
no.
really? I
And
cannot
look at the
believe.
next person.
Oh my god, and Kiki also, like, are you serious? I don't
Mm-mm.
know, universe like a send, like you see, Angela, I am like unbelievable. Like now is Mike, and the next one is a Kiki. I swear to God, guys. Like I sent to Angela. This is the poets that I sent to Angela. Like Mike and then Kiki.
I
Are
know.
you? Like, is
So,
serious? Like what the heck?
hello, Jeff.
I cannot
Hello,
believe
Kiki.
this.
Oh,
I just cannot like believe how like universe is awesome. Thank you, universe, very much. Appreciate for this connection. You know.
so now that we're saying that, Mike's here. Hopefully, still here. Sorry to hear. I know Mike's here and Kiki's here, and we're reading you both. Just to let you know.
Yeah. In lol. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, like nothing. It's crazy. Actually, it's everything like a perfect timing. Perfect timing, because We have like a lot of messages, and I'm like, I just cannot believe that the thing is like it goes like Mike and then Kiki, and they show up like that,
And
Mike
in
and
this
Kiki.
poem that this poem that I'm reading is actually from Kiki Poetry
Yeah,
prompt.
yeah. By the way, yes.
I'll read you, Kiki.
Oh, brilliant
But this is
minds.
this piece that I'm reading from Mike J. Dennis 5 is called Years Past. He says Years Past or Years Past. And it's actually prompts using prompts by Kiki Poetry. So here we go. Here's a poem. With you, this 50 years has passed as a light breath upon my cheek. Over spring, summer, autumn, past into winter. Ultimately, come time, we will lose each other. What circumstance, I cannot say. Could it be death or disaster? Or perhaps not that after all? Maybe a slow drift into naught. But habitual indifference. Either way, I feel it's so fraught that we bear this weight eventually. Something will come, we'll lose each other. Something set in motion unknown, but maybe now, if you'd rather, whilst your head rests on my shoulder and the seagulls on high calling, we rent the blue skin of the sky a little. Would we start the falling? You see, later after you or I have crossed that bitter veil of tears and you or I forced to live on in memory of our loving years. Little things locked in bedroom drawers, those things that bound us heart to heart, the smell of our bodies disappearing, a broken memory, a luminous dust. What will we call it when we're forced to part as our love becomes transcendental, a deeper love found in stardust? And it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
What we can say, I mean, he's incredible. I mean, he's Scorpion and he's like such a deep poet, like a writer even.
But that love he has for his wife.
So that is a beautiful example of how we all should be, you know, with each other, with our partners. When we choose someone that we, with the kindness and respect, you know, care and take care people that we really admire and love, not that we compete with them or no, to they're ridiculous. That is just the triggers about us, Angela. Exactly what I said to you. You know how that the triggers we cannot to figure out from like our thoughts, like a how you say that's for the trap. So oh, I forgot that you cannot see me. I now
I
figure
can't
out.
see
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
I just pretend I can see you.
Yes, Angela. But we are doing good. So guys, she cannot see me. But yes, I love his Mike's description. I just I just love like
It's magic. It's
yes.
the way he describes things is very magical.
Yeah, like a sky coat, blue sky coat.
Uh,
How he
it's the bit where he says rent. Is it?
yeah, we rent the blue skin of the sky. Yes, the blue
That's
skin
it.
of
We
the
rent.
sky. A little would we start falling. Oh my god.
Mm.
It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. Very much. You know, sky is pretending to be invisible. I see you. Ah!
Mm-hmm.
Mike is pretty. Yes, yes, good for. Yeah, I was driving and thought,
I was
who is
driving and
live?
thought, who is live?
Yeah, who is live? Like well, brilliant minds, and look at this. Then it's like, hey, and I even can imagine when Mike when Mike read this,
Mm.
the blue skin of the sky, from ode to the happy day. Wow, like I love this very much, very much. We all should be like this with our partners, so beautiful and kind and understandable and like grateful that you guys like have someone to like share like all you and all of them, you know, and to support each other. Isn't that like amazing? And like everything now
Yeah.
it's become, I don't know.
Steve.
Hopefully Mike is listening and not reading the comments. No, no.
Mm.
He listen.
So read Kiki now.
Yes, please. Yes, please. This was amazing, Mike, and
So we
definitely.
went from Mike, who wrote a beautiful piece about the 50 years he spent with his he's so far spent with his wife, and then that was Kiki. There was some Kiki poetry prompts in them. Then we're going to read Kiki poetry.
Yep. Yep.
And that'll lead on to the next person. So this was actually I can now look back. This piece was a birthday piece for Marianne. And so it was a happy birthday to Marianne. And so this is it's called how she shines for Marianne. And then Kiki's put a insert of Matthew 13:16, which is blessed are your eyes because they see and your ears because they hear. I have a friend who sees the smallest tear of the human heart. Let me start that again. Sorry, guys. I've been doing that today. Before Sky tells me to stop. Here we go. Oh, how she shines for Marianne. Blessed are your eyes because they see and your ears because they hear. I have a friend who sees the smallest tear of the human heart. I have a friend who hears the tiniest cry of the human heart. The broken-hearted shine like beacons to her on a bus, lying in the street, tilling in garden plots at the teetering, chaotic end of their very long lives. And what they see hidden from the blinded when they look back at her are the hands of the divine, the glowing, jasmine-scented, cradling, dancing, soothing hands of a goddess on loan to a maddening world, a woman hidden from her own worth. I know how priceless she is and how rare a woman who truly cares without seeking anything in return. A woman who gives a flying fuck when others have given up. A woman who is the rising and the setting sun to the destined to wrestle with the dark. I have a friend who hears. I have a friend who sees me.
Whoa, what a deepness. Say, the broken hearted shine like a beacons to her on a
Oh,
bus laying
just
in the street.
yeah,
Say, say,
incredible.
say.
It's incredible. I love it. I love how she's used, because I know that poem from the one that the beautiful Marianne wrote about the bus, and she's put in some of the pieces of a poem. You know, like it's a and it was a prose piece because it was all about something that happened on the way when she was on the bus. Something that really happened to her, and it was just this is just gorgeous, and I love it. And and you put the F word in in a really appropriate way. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's Marianne. She's always there for people. I love it. I love those last three. I love those a woman who is the rising and the setting sun to those destined to wrestle with the dark. It's just what a beautiful line. Um, yeah.
Right, right. I again forgot that you cannot see me.
No,
But
I can't.
anyway,
That's the thing.
yeah. And I like my moves and everything. But Angela,
I'll
I
see you.
totally agree with
I'll
you.
see you later.
Yes, I totally agree with you. But you see, when I read this, oh my God, I was how her light shines. Then when I was, oh, wonderful. And then blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear us.
Mm,
So, and it's so true, you know.
mm,
And and then you see, just I have a friend who sees the smallest tear of the human heart. I have a friend who hears the tiniest cry. So, how is important? It's important that you feel emotion. And exactly how I said, Angela, we need
mm,
to share our emotions when we talk about Caroline and her situation with her daughter and son-in-law.
mm. True.
So, so that is the thing. We need to release and to truly see someone like a someone who like is matching your energy, you know. So that is a part where I say, hey Angela, it's okay that you like stop this, you don't want this, make like this, do like this, and there you go, you know.
Mm-hmm.
How everything a woman who is the rising and the setting sun to those destined to wrestle with the dark.
I love
I have a friend
that.
who hears. I have a friend who sees.
Mm.
Hey, Angela, I had a moment I need to say. So
What
I
moment?
meet one like um nice lady, and very grateful for that. And I was before, like I said, I tried to survive in a world where I want to actually live my own life how I like, and that's it. Like I don't want to bother myself with some other soul, and then I become chameleon. And then when you said to me, "Hey Sky, like how you are open, you're not," but and I said to you, "Well, Angela, I'm becoming, because like I really work so hard." And then I meet a lady, and I was, you know what? I'm going to be a me. And wherever, if she going to accept me or not, I'm going to be a me. Me, me, and me.
Mm.
And I'm not going to change that ever for like someone's else brain, because I cannot functional like someone other brain. I need to functional by myself. And the thing is, more like this aware and awareness, we will understand, and we will exactly like what Kiki said in her poem. I have a friend who hears, I have a friend who sees me. So always be you, always, always and forever, always and forever. So, Angela, if you have something to say more, my darling, please do. If you don't have, please, let's see who is the next one. Poet. Ooh, how I made connection.
Connection. So our next
Oh my
poet,
goodness. This is awesome.
Yeah, so Marianne. So Smart 3+3 is the next poet, and this piece is called Hindsight. If only we could. We didn't have to. Hindsight. Beach Poet Bob. Awake at 4 a.m. hearing you. We are all the same. True. All right. So this piece of Hindsight. Here we go. And one day you might find yourself looking out a window with a stranger you pay, you don't know, and the straight frame of it holds you. Inside there is always something to face, but the windows diminish and the frame recedes. A slow dissolve, imperceptible to the eye, the passing of time. Hindsight, the neon sign blinking, too late, too long. Some people's just brains just work, I don't know. Hindsight is a MF because you wish you were able to know that before you had to experience it. You knew what was going to happen before something occurred. But I love the way she describes it.
But
yeah, sorry.
No, say.
Well, she says there is always something to face, but the windows diminish,
right,
and the frame recedes. That be a slow dissolve, the imperceptible to the eye, the passing of time, hindsight.
right.
The neon sign. I just love that. How she describes about hindsight, that it's always after a fact. I love it. What's your thought?
There is always something to face, always, and depends from our from our thoughts, how we are brave to stand and face up with everything what is necessary, that we become the best version of ourselves, and that we match our brain with our heart and our soul, and that we functional, like live our own existence, you know.
Live our truth. It's funny how that comes back to the truth is. Um, yeah, we have to live
Yes.
for us and not for anyone else. I think that's something we have to be honest with ourselves about. Otherwise, there's always going to be that kind of regret,
Mm.
and we don't want to live in regret. Such,
Mm.
such a bitter pill.
Yeah, yeah, but because of that, I need to repeat again, Angela. The cure of all of that stuff is that a human being learn that sharing emotions is not a weakness that someone title. It's a part of a human growing where we sharing our emotions wherever we are hurt or we are happy or we growing like that, and we are releasing ourselves that we can go in our right direction. Otherwise we will like went in a dark place where everyone else like with this sex, drug, alcohol and all that stuff, when they like try to like hide themselves, and just for just a little attention, because they cannot face up with the second part of a mirror. Our mirror have two sides. First side is what we build through our childhood, and the second side is what we building constantly, what we choose to build. That's the thing. So like Marianne said, one day you might find yourself looking out the window with a stranger you pay, but don't know at the straight frame of it holds you inside. Part where I'm going to stop. And we definitely can.